Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We're going to go ahead and look at EZA, LR, Gohan, and Goten. Now, this is a global first character who was very strong on release, right? They probably would have been the best unit in the game, but literally like 2 weeks before LR, Kale, and Khalifa had come out. So this unit was, I thought, number 2 in the game for quite a while, right? Very, very powerful. But they had a major weakness, which is that their links, they don't really have key links, and they don't really build up key that easily, or at least they didn't. We'll see if that has been updated in any way. Let's just quickly look at their link set real fast. So, Gohan and Goten, their link set, they have All in the Family, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Kamehameha, Blazing Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They have a ton of attack links. Then their defensive link, All in the Family, and then only one key link, which is Golden Warrior, right? So it's like you're going to need orb changers, support characters, and such to really allow this character to work incredibly effectively. If we take a look at their categories really quick, they are on a lot of teams as well. I think that this potentially could be a pretty good release right here, this EZA character. It does seem, going into this, like this might be a kind of similar-ish unit to kind of like the LR Final Form Cooler, LR sort of like Ultimate / Beast Gohan like archetype, right? So we'll see how they're gonna look. All right, so let's just back out. I'm running them on the 8th anniversary Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta team because, you know, we have access to a lot of characters that will work really well with Gohan and Goten. I thought that this was actually a decent start right here because this is not a great turn for us, actually. So what we'll do is we'll put Bulma in slot 1, and we'll have Gohan and Goten in slot 2. So let's with Bulma get the int orbs at the top. So Bulma's going to create orbs for us, so this is going to give the support. Now look at Gohan and Goten right here. Yeah, it's iffy, right? Like we'll get a lot of orbs right here. We'll be able to get these 8 orbs, but we're still only going to be at 21 key. So before we do anything else, so let's take a look. So they're at 248k. Every super attack they do gives them 30% defense for 1 turn and 50% attack for 1 turn. They also build up key, attack, and defense every attack performed. So opening turn, getting the 24 key, I don't know that it's going to be really too common. I mean, even if we had Golden Warrior activated right here, I mean, we would still be 2 keys shy. So key is going to be an issue, right? Because they get a huge buff. And you also do need a Goku in the same turn, right? In order for them to be, like, looking really good. Now, we are going to get the Goku buff. The thing about this team we built is, besides Bulma, it's all Gokus, right? Any of these extra units will count. We just got the SCR orbs for them. All right, so let's see what Gohan and Goten do right here. Bulma should do a little bit of damage to the Shadow Dragon right here, but this should set up our Gohan and Goten nicely. Any team where we can rock Bulma, we are absolutely going to be doing that. Of course, she's going to help a lot of characters look pretty good. So let's see what they put out. So 7 million right away. Okay. So they have a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of being a super, which we procced right there. Then they get another additional that has a high chance of being super, and we got another one. That's because of Goku on rotation. And then we could still do, and we got it, the Hidden Potential System additional. Now, okay, you see the amount of damage they did right there, right? Keep in mind that they get an extra 59% attack if we're at 24 key. But that's, it's a very similar thing to Beast Gohan. Let's float off the AGL Carnival Goku right here. Because by doing that, we can get the All in the Family activated with Gohan and Goten and see how that'll work with them. Yeah, we'll keep them in slot 1. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. And we'll just get the AGL key on the right for this AGL Carnival Goku. Perfect, yep. I guess the only thing that could be bad here is if Oceanus going into this next turn has a very small sliver of HP. That's always the worst. So a couple of characters that we're rocking here should work really effectively. We do have the AGL Carnival Goku, right, who could be a very good slot 1 character for Gohan and Goten. Gohan and Goten, again, to me, I'm seeing a lot of similarities potentially with Cooler and with Beast Gohan and stuff like that. While I do think that they are, you know, like very good, they are going to have the same sort of limitations that Beast and Cooler have, which is against the biggest boss supers, they certainly can be killed and eradicated, but they should be pretty good. I guess I'll be curious to see, like, so we did what, 4 attacks? Gohan and Goten, they need to do 10 attacks in total to fully build up. I'll just be curious to see what their stats look like on this next turn. And hopefully we'll be able to get up to full 24 ki as well. It's going to be another thing that's going to be, you know, pretty big. Okay, oh, Goku clutched out. Perfect. Okay, this is good. There's nothing worse than when we have a rotation where, like, the boss has, like, the sliver of health. Okay, perfect. So now we get to this turn right here. We could put Gohan and Goten in the middle slot right here. But the key is tricky. Okay, okay. So I guess with Bulma, we'll leave it exactly like this. With Bulma, we'll give her the EZA orbs on the right side, I guess is what we'll do right here. So that's 7. Perfect. We can do that. That'll get the support to Gohan and Goten. So how many can we get right here? And that gets us a 24 ki. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we can hit that. Now, what is their defense? What are we at right here? They're at 347k. I mean, this is only 4 out of the 10 hits they do need to do. I'm just thinking in my head of, you know, some of the unfair bosses like Sin Shenron and also, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I mean, the hardest fight in the game right now, they're probably not going to be the greatest for Sin. Because it's like, I don't really like to use Beast Gohan too often in that Sin fight as well, right? He can really get torn up potentially by the AoE normals of Sin depending upon how it goes. And I think Gohan and Goten, that's going to be an issue for them as well, right? They are getting a pretty big amount of defense as they are supering, right? All right, so let's see what damage. Our damage should be much higher now because, yeah, so, okay. Nice 16 million attack set right there. Perfect. Okay, sure. And then remember, they could do that, and then they could do another, and then they could do another. In terms of damage, this character, I mean, they're like, I don't know. I mean, this unit is going to be on like the 8th anniversary LR's level, I think, when it comes to damage. Just the numbers that they're putting up are very high. Okay, so let's put, not really sure how we want to do this. I guess let's pop the standby for Goku and Vegeta. We might as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's pop their standby. Okay, so I guess for Vegeta, let's give him the Rainbow Orb, and he'll get those int orbs right there. We do want to give him a little bit. Oh, it's going to give him the AGL. Sure, let's just do it, whatever. So we can hit that right there. With this, the GT unit, we'll get the int orbs with them right there. The int orbs should be pretty fine. I don't think that they would die from a super. And then with this guy, we'll just give him the green orb at the bottom there. Should work pretty effectively. I guess it'll be annoying if Bulma creates it'll be pretty annoying if Bulma's gonna turn all the physical orbs into rainbow. That would definitely be quite annoying. All right, so let's see what Gohan and Goten are gonna do for us on this next turn. Now, on this next turn, we'll be able to activate All in the Family, right? Which is gonna be really, really nice. With All in the Family up, we'll be able to get a huge amount of extra defense for them. Perhaps if we're gonna fight like Sin Shenron and we're able to get All in the Family up for them, you know, that could sort of allow them to, I guess, handle it efficiently in that final fight. You know, we could also run them on, like, God Goku's team. That's a 200% that they have access to, and we have a lot of the same, you know, good Goku characters. Spirit Bomb, Absorb Goku. We can run Path to Power Kid Goku, right? A lot of characters over there who would work effectively with, you know, LR, Gohan, and Goten to get them good stats. All right, so on this next turn, let's see what we got right here. Okay, so let's put Gohan and Goten in the middle slot real quick, and then let me see what their defense is looking like right here. So we're at 453k. Now, this is with All in the Family activated. Yeah, it's just, that's, I mean, it's not bad because they're getting a lot of defense as a super attack, right? Like, depending upon the turn, if they have All in the Family and stuff like that, like, they could jump up above, like, 1,000,000 defense, right? They'll, to me, they do feel similarly defensive a lot to, like, I feel like what Final Form Cooler gets to, right? Like, people will always point, oh, he could live this boss super and this boss super, but it's like you do need a lot of RNG to go your way for Cooler. Now, Gohan and Goten, they can get super attacks, I guess, a little bit easier than Cooler, although Cooler does have that guaranteed additional, right? That's something that's important. What do we want to do here? I guess yeah, that's perfect. The 6 orbs at the top for Bulma right there. Nice. And then we'll try and get as many orbs. Now, can we get 24 key? I would like them to get 24 key. They can. Perfect. Okay. Oh, one thing I didn't mention up to this point, kind of relevant. Gohan and Goten, they get an additional 1 key per type key sphere. That's kind of irrelevant. Let's check their links real fast. So we're up to 500. Oh, because, you know why? They're up to 500k because the Bulma support kicks in. So 500k with Bulma support. We have All in the Family and stuff like that. And remember, I mean, we could have Bulma even on the opposite rotation, and her support would still be in play. This, Gohan and Goten, I feel like they work on this team. This isn't like ludicrous or anything like that. And, I mean, Gohan and Goten, they just are going to hit so goddamn hard. The only thing with a team build, like, similar to this, where you've got, like, both 8th Anniversary LRs, well, I guess technically we have 3 of them, right? We got 2 of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku / Vegeta, and then the, you know, GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like, having 3 of those characters plus Gohan and Goten, I mean, look at the damage. You are going to be flipping these bosses upside down so goddamn fast. Like these bosses, if you guys think, oh, yeah, we definitely need new, harder fights and stuff like that, wait until you're rocking this team with all these characters, right? Like, Gohan and Goten, they are hitting goddamn hard. I'm not going to go super crazy like this is, like, my type of unit or anything like that. I mean, I prefer more defensive-oriented characters, but this Gohan and Goten, they are not, like, weak. They're doing so many supers. We certainly could have a rotation where, you know, they super attack and then normal, right? It can happen because all these additionals have a 50% chance of being a super. So that can happen, but they're actually, it gets to a point where, you know, I'm always defense. Defense to me is like, you know, almost always better than offense, blah, 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 blah. But it does come to the point where the character is doing so much damage that it's like, okay, like, you know, like killing the boss before they could kill you might actually become a thing, right? Like, it's like, yeah, you can. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of Gohan and Goten. I want to do, like, a full world tour for them, but, like, this setup is not unrealistic. Like, we would effortlessly destroy everything in the game, like, with this team, right? This team is cohesive. It works well. We didn't even get a rotation with Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku next to Gohan and Goten, which would work as well. Yeah, pretty good. I consider myself a fan of Gohan and Goten. Even though they're more of an offensive-based unit, I think that their power is pretty good. So, let me know what you guys think of LR Gohan and Goten. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.